The Hippos are on a 4-game winning streak. They lost week 1 against San Marcos 40-27, then would go on to beat Judson 28-17, Cedar Ridge 63-49, Manor 56-7, and Round Rock Westwood last week 34-18. They still have left to play tonight the Dragons. Then it'll be Stony Point, Vandergrift, Vista Ridge, and they'll wrap up their season against McNeil. The Hippos offense led by quarterback Kevin Stefik and his 15 touchdown passes and a 109.8 QB rating and a 60% completion rate. Rushing, you're going to hear the name Kellen Chavies a lot, averaging 88.4 yards a game, as well as Joshua Beckett. Receiving, Jaden Fields and Dylan Owens can be deadly. Each of them, Fields averaging 91.8, while Owens averaging 90.6 yards per game. And defensive, they're led by Braden Daniel and Hunter Fournette. As for your Round Rock Dragons, they come in probably the hottest team in district, and they find themselves 1 game out of first place in 25-6A. They started the season with a rough 0-3 and has since rallied 3 straight victories. They have put up 219 points. 63 of those points came last week against Manor. The rest of the games are pretty balanced, scoring 28 against Shoemaker and Temple, 29 against Vista Ridge, 31 against McNeil, and 40 points against Cedar Ridge. Defensively, they've only given up 150 points, and 121 of those 150 points were in the first 3 games of the season against Shoemaker, Temple, and Vista Ridge. They've been absolutely dominant, giving up only 29 points over the last 3 games, where they've been completely dominant offense, defensively, and special teams. I'm here with Hank Oppel. Hank, what are you looking forward to tonight?
Obviously, Hutto has this prolific offense. You've got the reigning state championship offensive coordinator from North Crowley who, I mean, they lit up the scoreboard last year everywhere. They had that dude, Quentin Gibson, who's playing at Colorado right now. I mean, I think they put up like a 50 on Duncanville last year, and that's no slouch. Obviously a different team, but if he's bringing that kind of philosophy to this Dragon defense, this will be a giant test for them, especially going forward, because they do have this massive district stretch where they've got to play. I think we've got Hutto, Stony Point, Vandergrift at the very last game of the year, and I believe, I think we have one more. What's the other? And Westwood. That's a big rivalry game. And so this game really decides playoff seeding and also decides just district seeding in general. So a win for the Dragons here will be huge, boosting morale, and just it'll look great. Finally be over 500 from that rough 0-3 stretch. And I'm just looking for this Dragon offense to keep doing what they've been doing. Last week they had 63. Week before that we had, I believe it was a 40 or 50-point win over Cedar Ridge. I'm looking for that Dragon offense to keep their morale and to keep everything going and just keep the freight train going.
Absolutely. So this offense is going to rolls in tonight. It'll be Dove Stickler getting his second start. Dove Stickler comes in 29 of 33, 597 yards and 5 touchdowns. It's an impressive 88% completion percentage, averaging about 20.6 yards per pass. On the ground, it's led by Brady Cochran, 100 carries on the year, 538 yards and 7 touchdowns, averaging 5.38 yards per carry. Number 2 is a really close between Ryan Serwatis, 32 carries, 296 yards, 6 touchdowns, averaging 9.25 yards per carry. And Alex Cochran, the other Cochran boy, running 18 carries, 164 yards, and 3 touchdowns, averaging 9.11 yards per carry. Impressive with Alex is he didn't really get a carry offensively until the McNeil game. So those numbers are over just 3 games. From a receiving standpoint, you've got the deadly combination of Dylan Yeager and Daniel Berry. Dylan Yeager comes in with 32 receptions for 576 yards and 6 touchdowns, averaging 18 yards per reception. Daniel Berry, 32 catches, 558 yards and 4 touchdowns, averaging 17.44 yards per reception. And Carson Griffin comes in with 11 receptions, 233 yards, and 1 touchdown, averaging 21.18. It'll be an interesting game tonight. We're going to go to a coach's interview real fast, and we'll be back for the kickoff. All right, Bob Slocum here with Game Time Broadcasting, Week 7. Time for Hutto, Coach.
Yeah.
How you doing this week?
Good morning.
So let's talk a little bit about Maynard last week.
Yeah.
What are your key takeaways?
Yeah, just excited about, the way we went out there and performed and just kept on playing to our standard. And, it's kind of like the word of the week was, just trying to, the word standard and what does that mean, right? And just trying to, uphold what we've kind of done the previous weeks leading up to the game. So just proud of the guys on how they went out there and executed and how they, played hard, all that kind of thing. So really good to see.
I'm going to start differently. I know a lot of these I start with the offense.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the defense because it's been absolutely dominating. This week, 28 plays, 82 yards. Against the Raiders, it was 26 plays for 91 yards. What with the run defense is working so well?
A lot of it has to do with just like, kind of polishing up our fits, and when I use the term fits, I'm talking about, being in the correct gap that you're supposed to be in, defensive line and linebacker wise. And then, our safety's doing a really good job just helping with any of the stuff that gets bounced to the outside and that kind of thing. So it's just, being aggressive. Our guys kind of gained some confidence over the last few weeks. All those things are really kind of the good formula to, have a good run stop defense. But the biggest thing is just like, physicality. Our guys are kind of figuring out like that's what wins games that's what makes up good defenses is being physical. So, it's kind of something we've been preaching, and it's nice to see that it's showing up.
Now, when we look at that defensive line, one of the things I noticed was it was a constant revolving door, and I couldn't tell if it was 2 deep, 3 deep. I mean, you had a lot of guys in. Was that due to the game, the score, the rotation? Because nobody missed a beat.
Yeah.
As one group came in, they were just as dominant as the previous one.
Some of the greatest teams I've ever been a part of playing and coaching, there's been just that kind of like 2 deep, there's not a drop off, defensive line. And then I think we're slowly getting to that point, and hopefully we are to that point. But yeah, we're feeling more confident in those 2.5 deep type, players. And we're not hesitant to put any of those guys out there. They're kind of figuring out what we do defensively and how we go about, the kind of attitude we play with on defense. And those guys are all kind of catching up, and it's been really good to see. But yeah, it's intentional. Like that's not just based off our opponent. Like we're going to rotate our guys up front often just so the like running to the ball and seeing that kind of speed of the ball and that kind of thing stays up to par, late in the game, to try to keep those guys fresh.
I mean, it almost seems like an unfair advantage because, the other team, no, seriously, yeah. I mean, everyone, it was 94 degrees at kickoff. It was 90 degrees at halftime. Yeah. And our guys all seem fresh with that rotation.
Yeah. Coach Pugh and Coach Riley have done a really good job, creating and developing depth within our D line. But we have some really good players too that do some really good things up front for us. But just kind of Coach Riley and Coach Pugh doing it, like just getting the little nuances and technique and fundamentals and all that kind of stuff caught up, and it's now become this thing where we do have a solid two deep rotation, right? And it's been really good.
Let's talk about pass defense, because that's been just as dominant.
Mhm.
We talked in the beginning of the year how hard those positions are to play. And now you go back-to-back games, 7 for 15, 72 yards this weekend against Manor.
Mhm.
And a lot of that was even throwaway time, right? We were already up 63-0 with some of those yards. And then the week before, Cedar Ridge, big rivalry, 6 of 16, 17 yards. What's clicking? What's going on in that pass defense?
Yeah, I think that it comes just growing up. Just kind of catching up to the speed of a varsity game on Friday nights is kind of been the thing. But let's talk about the back end guys that just getting their eyes right. In our game and our defense and what we do on Friday nights, it's like you have to be very disciplined in what your eyes are doing, because your eyes are going to take your body where you want it to go, right? And so if you, in each and every snap, talking about a deep safety or a corner, there's a progression of what your eyes should be doing. And so if they're in any rung of the order on how to do that, then guys start kind of running free, And so just getting those guys just more discipline and getting them kind of honed in on their skills and fundamentals and that kind of thing's been really, really good. But guys like Colton Shane and Cooper Martinez, and but even having Colin Padaville back there, sometimes, and him playing corner has been really good. And also creating depth within those guys too. But a good pass defense is all about what the guys do up front.
Mm-hmm.
And just being me being a D lineman, I'll wholeheartedly believe that for until the day I die. But if you can pressure the quarterback and kind of get him off the spot, then obviously the windows become a whole lot smaller. And when you're having to run around there and you have to get the ball out early and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of that's our formula on defense. We're gonna do our best to stop the run in first, second down, and hopefully get them on a long third down, and we're gonna get after them, up front. That's just kind of our whole mindset.
I think any Cowboy fan would agree with you, whether go back to the Charles Haley pickup to put more pressure on the quarterback, or more recently, why is the defense so atrocious for the Cowboys this year? And I'm a Cowboy fan.
I didn't say it.
I said I'm a Cowboy fan. And they've been atrocious this year. And what did they do? They got rid of their number one pass rusher.
Yeah.
So no, I would agree with that one. Explosive offense. I've only lived here since '98, but I don't think I've ever been to a Round Rock game that we didn't run the ball until there was 8 seconds left in the first quarter.
Oh.
We're attacking it so many different ways. Yeah. I try to break down and watch these games. I can't predict what's going to come out.
Yeah.
What is the mentality on the offense here? Because it's been so explosive. And we tried to pick a player of the game. We had 3 running backs, 3 wide receivers, and a quarterback in the mix.
Well, I like it that way. To be honest with you, I like it that we're able to put the ball in different kids' hands and them still make big plays. That's really cool. But Coach Tenney's done a phenomenal job in the offensive staff. Guys like Peyton Newkirk and Brian Sauce and all those guys that are helping those receivers out and those running backs, and even Coach Carter up front and doing what he does. It's been really, really good because we're able to hurt you in different ways, and a lot of it's based off, if you show this, we do that. If you do that, we do this, that kind of thing. And so it puts a lot of defenders in conflict, and that's our whole point behind what we do offensively, is to put guys in conflict. Like, if I do this, then we're gonna have a remedy for that. So, anyways, it's been really good. I'm proud of those guys, those offensive guys, as the quarterbacks and the receiving core, and all the guys up front. They've done a phenomenal job. Getting the game plan, executing at a high level, and just hopefully we can kind of keep it going.
So next man up mentality.
Yeah.
You go back to, you had 4 starters out, I want to say, against Cedar Ridge, and they came out, they dominate. The next man up dominates.
Yeah.
Also, we had, after the first series, Dove Stickler enters the game, and he's been back-to-back games. Just here's his number line: 10 of 11, 263 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
in the first half
Yeah.
this week. Last week, 18 of 21, 324, 2 touchdowns. So that's a 88% completion rate in the 2 weeks. What's clicking so well there, and how are you? I mean, I've seen offensive linemen, I've seen defensive players, I've seen defensive corners, D-backs, now quarterbacks, and the team doesn't miss a beat.
Yeah. It's something that we're really trying to like, breed a little bit is like always thinking, even when I'm getting mental reps or whatever it may be, like we're always trying to get the kids on the same page as far as you never know when your time's going to be.
Yep.
And so you've always got to be ready, whether it's special teams, offense, defense, doesn't matter. So I think that our coaches have done a really good job coaching that and making sure that all of our guys are ready to go. And, but have the ability to create that depth has been really valuable. But Dove Stickler's he's hadn't played in a year and a half, and so he's really hungry. He's confident. But I will tell you what he's doing is he's not he didn't feel like he has to make a fantastic play. He just makes the play that he needs to make. That's it. That's all. Like, so, for example, like if I get this read and I got to hand the ball off, he hands the ball off, right? If I get this read and I'm supposed to throw this ball out wherever it needs to go, he throws the ball out there. He's not, getting greedy. I would say, like, he's doing exactly what he's coached to do, and it's been successful, right? But it's a lot of the same stuff that Jack's always done since he's been here, and that's why I think that the quarterback play the last 2.5 years has been really, really good in that regard. Us throwing the ball more, that kind of thing, because they're just doing what they're coached to do.
And worth noting, on the first and the second and the third touchdown passes, or big passes, one was the 58-yarder to Carson Griffin, who set up the touchdown. The first one out to celebrate with Dove was Jack Apple.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
so you see that teamwork.
Yeah. And Jack was probably 80% last week, and we knew that Dove could do it. But the biggest thing is you can watch our film even, and you can see Jack out there being the biggest cheerleader for Dove.
Yep.
Which that in my mind and in my heart, that's what I love the most about it.
Yep.
Is you have guys that are leaning on each other, supporting them, cheering them on, and even in a time where obviously it could be a time where you can be very selfish, right?
It's 2-3. Here it goes. See if I don't put this on. All righty. And for your starting lineup for tonight for the Hutto Hippos, starting at quarterback, number 5, Caden Stefik. Starting at running back is number 0, Kylan Chavies. Starting at tight end, number 80, Braylon Johnson. Starting at wide receiver, number 1, Jaden Fields. Alrighty. Starting at the other wide receiver, number 2, Dylan Owens. And the third wide receiver is number 11, Braden Childs. Left tackle, number 72, Jaden Mack. Left guard, number 52, Brady Strickland. Starting at center, number 50, Kellen Littles. Right guard is Chris Kershaw. And right tackle, number 68, Douglas Hauser. Defensively, number 18, Samuel Johnson. Other defensive end, number 6, Malcolm Wheeler. Defensive tackles are number 55, Shaquille Andre. Number 90, Alayden Mustafa. Linebackers, number 14, Braden Daniel. Number 31, Phoenix Arizola. And number 3, Hunter Frenette. Strong safeties, number 7, Wardell White. Number 1, Jaden Fields. And your cornerbacks, number 8, Michael Blaylark. And number 13, Jamari Sorrells. Starting for your Round Rock Dragons tonight. Starting wide receiver. Number 2, Daniel Berry. Slot receiver, number 17, Dylan Yeager. Right tackle, number 70, Colton Steed. The right guard, number 63, Lucas Alanes. Center, number 62, Ben Pittman. Left guard, number 72, Nathan Grenier. Left tackle, 71, Mark Marino. Wide receiver, number 6, Dylan Harper. Wide receiver, number 18, Jonah Mussey. Quarterback, number 12, Dove Stickler. And running back, number 26, Brady Cochran. And we're ready for kickoff.
Dragons have elected to receive the football here. And the kick. Returned by number 6, Dylan Harper, sophomore, super sophomore.
We got a bunch of those tonight we're going to be calling
A
out.
bunch of those.
And we're going to get our look at Dove Stickler coming out offensively, leading the pack tonight, getting his second start of the season, coming in with an 88% completion rate on the year.
This will be his first real test. Can't wait to see what he does.
And it's Brady Cochran in the backfield. Handoff goes Cochran. He's going to fight his way. Dives across the 50. That's going to be a 12-yard carry and enough for a first down.
That hole opened up very big over there. offensive line, the right guard, and right tackle were able to steal off and go find the linebacker. Did a great job. That hole was super open for Brady Cochran.
Going at a good tempo here.
Makes a change up there at the line.
Handoff goes Cochran again. And he's going to spin his way for about 4. A little different start this week. Last week, we went to 8 seconds left in the first quarter before we ran the ball. We're going to start tonight with 2 running plays. Dylan Harper on the bottom of the screen. You got Barry and Yeager on the top. Yeager in motion. Pulls it out. He's going to juke. He's going to keep it across the 40. Finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And that's another Airco first down.
And they're going to try to run hurry up here as they get the chain set. Waiting for the receivers to get set. Trying to get this Hutto Hippo defense on their heels. Hand off Brady Cochran.
And he's met by a bunch of Hippos. Picks up 4. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 6 for the Dragons from the 31-yard line.
I think it might be a pride of Hippos. I think that's what
a pride. I think you're right. Pride sounds good. I'll buy it.
It's a pride of Hippos.
Say it with confidence. We'll believe you.
A pride of Hippos, yes.
Going out of the stack formations, you got Barry and Yeager. Yeager in motion. And it's given to Cochran. Finds the right corner. And he's going to pick up about 6 on the carry.
I think just enough for a Dragon first down. Great job running through contact there by Cochran boys.
Fast tempo here. Handoff goes Cochran, and he's going to dive forward. Who's hit at the line of scrimmage, able to dive forward for a pickup of 2. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 from the 22-yard line. Cochran at about 25 yards rushing already on the night on this first opening series.
In motion.
Handoff goes Yeager around the end, and he's met in the backfield, and it's going to take 4 or 5. Takes 5 Hippos to get him down.
That'll be a loss on the play, a loss of, let's see where they mark. I think it should be 3. They give him a...
No, they're giving him a friendly spot. They're saying forward progress stop, so he loses a yard. It's a loss of a yard.
Two backs on his right side.
It's Yeager and Cochran. Cochran in motion. Pass all the way. Ball's out to Yeager. Cross the 20. Cuts it back up. Trips up at about the 11. They're going to mark him at the 12. That's going to be a pickup of 12.
It's a 2-wheel set right there. You had your first wheel that was going to go out and clear things out, take the corner's attention, linebacker's attention. That second wheel that Yeager ran, that's the one you're trying to hit, and they did a good job doing that.
So that's going to bring up a 1st and 10 for the Dragons at the 12-yard line. Another Airco first down. Handoff goes Cochran, finds a left seam and dives forward to the 1-yard line.
Jack Oppel in the game at quarterback now.
They mark him down at the 2. That's a pickup of 12. And that's going to bring up a 1st and goal for the Dragons. Thank you to our sponsor, Airco. And it is Jack Oppel back in under center. Handoff. And he's going to fight his way to the 1. And they're going to call him down.
To him.
Looks like they're going to mark it on about the half-yard line.
be 3rd and goal or 2nd and goal for the Dragons.
And it's Mussey in the backfield. Hand off. This one goes to Cochran. He's going to
Apple keeper.
And Jack Oppel is going
into the end
to
zone.
stroll in easily. He had me fooled on that play. Oppel on the keeper in the 1-yard touchdown rush.
It's always a danger with a mobile quarterback like that. You want to fully commit to the run, as they had been the full drive. You have to worry about a speed option quarterback just like Jack, and that's just the dangers you run into. You have to have a guy to play there to play it, and he wasn't there. Motion Yeager.
Snap goes to Oppel, rolling to his right, under pressure, puts it up.
To 18, Mussey.
And that's out of the back of the end zone.
Had two chasing him in his face when he let go of that football. Seems like they well defended that one.
Interesting. Coach mentioned he had a couple of packages for both Dove and for Jack Oppel. And here it was Dove who led the drive down. Jack Oppel comes in on a beautiful play action. Fooled me up here in the booth as he takes it around the right end and strolls easily in for a touchdown.
That'll make it 6-0 Dragons. Failed 2-point attempt. Thought they had the look they wanted. Hutto defended it very well. And now this will be this Dragons' first real big test against this prolific Hutto offense.
All touchdowns brought to you by River Rock Landscapes. And as always, number 7, Santiago Irizarry, back to kick for the Dragons. Dragons have done a great job kicking away.
After the game, the Red Dragons and Hutto Hippos fan ball fired on the Hippo's 84-yard line. After the ball, that was number 25 in the 7.
All right, we're going to have to taper down the stadium noise a little bit. Hopefully you can hear us.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Dove Stickler. It's Ryan Serwaitis in the game.
And timeout Dragons.
Interesting. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a minute.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood,
Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence.
And this one 6, nothing with the ball. It's a 3rd and 11 from the 5-yard line for the Dragons. Let's see if the coach thinks they can dial up at the loop. That's the good case. Puts it up. Hager. Oh, sorry, that's back. That's going to be
Number 26, first and 10, Dragons.
Or no. Sorry about the audio technical tease. We're going to go ahead and just turn off the crowd noise for now till halftime. Having some problems with it.
Yeah, the nice new stadium. They have amps that we can plug into that brings in the outside noise. Unfortunately, it drowns us out. So here goes the handoff. Cochran patiently finds a seam and upended, but he's
Tackled by number 9 on Hutto. I believe that is Carlos Sorto, senior defensive back for the Hippos.
It's a 7-yard pickup. Cochran quickly closing in on 50 yards already here in the first quarter. And Stickler keeps it. Oh, he's going to dump it out to Yeager. There's a penalty flag on the play.
I could definitely see this being an illegal man downfield.
If the play stands, it's a 5-yard reception and another Dragon first down.
I think they're going to call, illegal man downfield. It was an RPO. I saw 71 Moreno downfield blocking, doing his job.
Yep.
Not his fault. It's very niche, nitpicky things right there.
So they'll mark it back 5 yards, replay 2nd down. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 from the 32-yard line now. Coach Tenney dialing up a lot of different looks already. Here we got trips to the right. Handoff goes Cochran, finds a seam, spins out of it. And I'm sorry, that looks like Suetas.
That's Cochran.
It is.
That's
it is
Cochran.
Brady Cochran. And he's going to carry the ball 13 yards on that carry.
Jacob Moore, senior tight end, comes into the game for Carson Griffin.
Dragons moving from right to left on your screen. Or as this field lies, they're going from the south to the north. Round Rock in their white uniforms, white pants, white jerseys, new maroon helmets. Handoff goes Cochran, and he hits that hole, keeps his feet. And
Linebacker had the hole, hit him about the line to gain, and he just took it and kept going and got a few extra yards. I mean, that's a great job.
He got a good 4 to 5 yards after contact.
That's big after contact. Jack Oppel comes in for Dove Stickler at the quarterback position. Seems like they're running a 2-quarterback system here, red zone and one getting down the field.
Well, part of what you heard in the coaches, right, the selflessness of both quarterbacks, right? They're rooting for each other here.
2 tight end set.
Yeager on the top of your screen, Barry on the bottom. And pass all the way. Under pressure, dumps it underneath, and it is caught.
To Jacob Moore, senior tight end.
Yep, number 80, Jacob Moore with the reception. And that's going to be enough for a Dragon first down. All first downs brought to you by Airco.
Be first and goal here for the Dragons.
1st and 6 from the 6, or 1st and goal from the 6. And it's Apple. Hands it off, and they hit him on the 5-yard line, and you're going to see him literally dive like Superman, Cochran, to the 1-yard line. Tried to dive in. He was about the 4.5-yard line when he left his feet.
Just resiliency from that running back room. All three of them. I mean, this is going to be an exciting game if we can keep this running game going. Special shout out to the offensive line for able to get the movement they are up front.
It's Cochran in the pistol. Handoff goes Cochran. He's going to barrel his way in for another Dragon touchdown.
And he almost walks in there. Doesn't even get contact till it looks like the goal line. If we're able to have that instant replay machine like
next
week,
thanks
we can
to
replay
Vista
that
Equity.
a few times and really see what we're doing right there.
Thanks to Bob Tabor and the folks over at Vista Equity. Irizarry in for the extra point. Kick is up and splits the upright. Dragons take a 13-0 lead. We'll be back in a moment. This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today. And back from the Via 313 booth, high above Memorial Stadium in Hutto, Texas.
Currently 13-0 Dragons after another successful drive. After that crazy onside catch kick is what I'm going to call it. Pooch kick will be fair caught at the 23-yard line for the
Hard
Hippos.
to see the numbers. It's number 3 on the reception. Number 3, Hunter Fournette.
Wow, so we are a minute 47 left in the first quarter, and the defense is now taking their first snaps. That's awesome as a defense.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. You know, you're just sitting there, you're like, yeah, this is nice. You know, you get to rest a little bit. You come out fresh. But same thing for this Hutto offense. I mean, obviously, they've got a lot of work to do now.
Yep,
A lot of ground to catch up.
88 degrees right now. So there's a nice breeze. It's definitely not that hot, stuffy heat that we've had all year, but it's still warm. This defense, we showed last week, two deep, 3 deep, rotating that defensive line in to keep them fresh.
See what?
Snap. Ball's up.
Oh,
it's a
ball
fumble.
comes out.
Round Rock's got it. Jack Wensing with the recovery. Oh, no. The official's going to jump in.
That was a football move. I don't know. He had complete. I think he had control of the football. And tried to
they're
make a
ruling.
move.
They're going to rule it incomplete. There is a 20-second delay here. So let's see it. I'm going to watch it here. There's a 20-second delay naturally built in by YouTube.
It looked like he kept going.
He did a spin move. It was quick.
He was able to take a step forward. That's my thing.
Caden Stefek, the senior quarterback, number 5.
Nobody in the backfield.
Back to pass. Ball is up. Oh, upended just enough for a first down. It's Jaden Fields. They are dangerous. Both wide receivers, Jaden Fields and Dylan Owens. Back to pass. Ball is, through the hands. Had an open receiver. The running back, Kellen Chaves, was open. So a couple players here to watch. Number 0, the running back, Kellen Chaves. Wide receivers, Jaden Fields is number 1, and Dylan Owens is number 2. Dylan Owens on the bottom of your screen. Play action, ball is away. Catch it. He's got an open field across the 30 to the 20, 10, touchdown, Hutto. Hutto strikes and strikes fast on that play.
So Hutto ran. I'm gonna look at this replay here. They had 3 receivers over to the right side, if you count that tight end, and he ran that short little slot fade from the outside, crosses over. Wide open, and it looked like Dragons almost had a guy onto him, just couldn't get to him in time, and that breakaway speed puts Hippos, one score possession away from the Dragons. After this kick, it will be.
And Mateus Aguilar, the kicker for Hutto, kicks it through for the extra point. That's going to make it 13-7. We'll be back in a minute. From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence.
And we are back. I believe we're doing the math here. I think that
64.
64-yarder. 64-yard touchdown pass for Stefik to
Jaden Fields. Jaden Fields is number 1 receiver. He's number 1. You're going to hear his name a lot tonight.
So, hoping the defense could get a stop, but, we know what this Hutto offense is all about, and they put up points. And
we heard that during Coach Moore's weekly interview, right? Keys to the game was eliminating the big plays. And the names, Dylan Owens, Jaden Fields, the 2 wide receivers, and Kellen Chavez, the running back. They're explosive, as is the quarterback, Stefnik. And he threaded the needle there. You had coverage, spun out of the 2 guys hit him, 2 Dragons hit him, spins out.
Pooch kick will be recovered by Carson Griffin for the return.
Drops his shoulder.
We'll get to the 35, 36-ish yard line.
And that'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Dragons.
Not much.
You've never had pizza like this. Via 313, Detroit born, Austin inspired. With cheese to the edges and the sauce on top, you'll wonder if you'll ever be able to eat non-Detroit style pizza ever again. Try it at a Via 313 near you.
Alrighty, we're back. We got a little shout out here. Mike Arlington, a shout out to the Round Rock trainers. Yeah, they're awesome.
Mike Garlington, dad of Moose Garlington, running back last year, and I believe his daughter is one of the trainers. Dove Stickler in at quarterback.
Handoff goes Cochran. He's going to slice through the line. Falls forward for another pickup of 8.
It's completely 2 different offensive styles that we're seeing here. Hutto, I don't even think they've had a running back in the backfield for more than a play or 2. And Round Rock, we're just running it up the gut every time. And it's working. It's working. So it's just a clash of 2 different football ideologies right here. It's like you go from DKR to Mike Leach.
Handoff is Cochran. Bounces off the first tackler. Takes about 3 more Hippos to take him down. He's going to get a couple of inches. He's still about a yard officially. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1 from the 45-yard line. Very interesting game plan, right? So like last week, it was an aerial attack in the first quarter. Today, we come back and we have a ground attack.
Yeah, and so we're going to go ahead and take this to the second quarter. Dragons are going to take it to the second quarter. Dragons still leading 13-7. We'll be right back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. Quarter action. Dragons leading this one 13-7.
I mean, like I said earlier, this is like two different ideologies of football. You've got this kind of, I wouldn't quite say run and shoot offense that the Dragons are running right now, going against a air raid Hutto offense, which is exactly what their head coach ran at North Crowley, was throw it up. I mean, it's definitely very pass-heavy offense compared to Round Rock, and 3rd and 1 here for the Dragons. Some changes up there on the line.
Handoff goes Cochran. He drops his head. He's going to pick up 4. That'll be enough for a Dragon first down.
Dude, I saw it one. He hit somebody, went back a step, and then proceeded to go another 3 yards.
The yards after contact is insane.
You don't teach that. That is just pure grit and determination saying, I'm going to win this play.
I'm going to say you do teach it. It's called Brigham and Stephanie Cochran taught him that because you don't have all 3 boys run the same way.
You don't give up right there, and that's hard-nosed football.
And play action. Pass to Yeager. Makes the catch. Drops his shoulder. Taken down at the 40. That's going to be an 11-yard reception by Yeager.
That's what they were setting up that entire time, that inside zone right there, waiting for that. If they had that strong safety or that safety on him to lull into a sleep, so they could catch him sleeping, and they did, and that was a big reception there for the Dragons.
Dylan Harper on the bottom of your screen, Yeager in the slot. Daniel Berry on the quick hard slant. Ooh. That's close to intentional grounding. You did have Daniel Berry. He was running a real tight slant right across the line of scrimmage.
But
almost looked like a screen, like maybe a screen they were trying to set up.
I think it was a screen trying to set up, but it did land before the offensive line.
It didn't reach the line of scrimmage, but there is no flag.
So I mean, that would be a pretty nitpicky call. So I mean, obviously, I'm glad I didn't call it, but just gotta be a little cautionary about it now.
Daniel Berry on the bottom of the screen. Yeager in motion. The handoff goes Cochran. He's hit in the backfield
by 14.
Braden Daniel.
Linebacker.
He's the leading tackler for this Hutto Hippo team. You're going to hear his name a lot, too, in any game you watch.
I can see it. That was a great blitz right there. Great of reading the offensive line right there, making sure he hits the right gap. And if you want to tackle Brady, you got to tackle him in the legs.
Interesting. It's Dove Stickler is still in a quarterback.
It's like changing. Both sides are changing up things.
Brady Cochran. Pass all the way. Ball is up. Caught by Berry. Spins through the first tackle. And it takes 2 more Hippos to take him down.
Great route by Berry, getting that separation on the comeback route. I mean, that makes it so much easier on that throw when you see your receiver 4 or 5 yards away.
9-yard reception.
Jack Oppel comes in at quarterback along with Jacob Moore replacing Dove Stickler and Carson Griffin.
That's going to bring up a 4th and 1. Cochran still in the game.
Cochran, Berry, Yeager, Mussey, and Jacob Moore. 2 tight ends set.
Handoff goes, pulls it back. He's going to keep it around the right end. He's going to get a little bit more, driven hard out of bounds. But that should be enough for a Dragon first down. All first downs brought to you by Airco.
Airco
AC and Electrical, and Airco first down. If it wasn't for sponsors like Dr. Marco Uribe, our second quarter sponsor here, Austex, our first down is Airco, and touchdowns brought to you by River Rock Landscapes. Thank you for supporting.
Dove Stickler is back in the game along with Carson Griffin.
Trips to the left. Handoff goes Cochran. He's going to fight his way for about 3 yards on the carry.
Official spot, it'll be 2nd 8 here for the Dragons. This Hutto defense, you see them communicating a lot, trying to change things up and change up looks. Constantly guys moving around, trying to confuse this offensive line.
Pulls it back, hit as he throws. Oh,
Daniel Berry comes down with
what a catch. The helmet comes flying off.
I mean,
that's going to be enough for a first down. That's going to be a pickup of about, I want to say it was 11
I believe
or 12.
I think so. He's going to have to come off because his helmet came off, but what a way to reel that in. That's what we call a grown man catch right there.
You knew you're going to get hit.
And I'm going to be honest, with the helmet coming off like that, they probably should have looked into maybe a targeting call, especially with the way he was facing.
Handoff goes Cochran up the middle, and he's still driving his legs.
I mean, he was hit way in the backfield.
He's hit way in the backfield, and he's got 2 hippos on the ground. He's still driving his legs over their back.
I mean, that's just Cam Scattaboo, man. You saw it last night. Dude's an animal. Jack Oppel will come in for Dove Stickler at quarterback. Barry back in the game after making that grown man catch.
We saw it last week, right? In double coverage on the post. Got hit, spun out of it, took it for a long touchdown.
Triple option.
Oppel keeps it, takes it up the middle.
Just barely gets tackled down. Seems to be some extracurriculars on the other side. Coaches is wanting a call. Doesn't get it. Jacob Moore in for Carson Griffin.
What a run by Jack Oppel.
I mean, that was the right read. He saw they didn't have it, so you're supposed to have a pitch. You're supposed to have a quarterback and a pitch guy. Quarterback guy didn't show up. Pitch guy was there, went after the pitch, did his job. Faked the pitch, went up, hit the hole. Makes it a 3rd and manageable here for the Dragons. Handoff. And it looks like Cochran might get the first. That's tough.
They're giving him the first down. Picks up 4. Enough for a first down. It's going to be 1st and goal. It looks like they're marking it at about the 7-8 yard line. The scoreboard says 7. Where are we even at? I'm trying to see the football. No, we're on the 3.
We're on the 3 yard line.
1st and goal from the 3 yard line.
Great standing for the Dragons here.
Handoff. Cochran barrels his way up the middle for a touchdown.
That's Cochran.
It's Cochran.
26. I believe that's. God, there's so many Cochrans and Serratises in the world. They all look the same out there. But that's Brady Cochran on the carry. Sorry, Brigham. Sorry, Mrs. Cochran.
I called it right. I said it was Brady Cochran, guys. Come on, man. We're pros up here.
You can blame my mom. You can blame my mom.
Anyway, it was a typical Cochran run. Dropped the shoulders, barreled through about 3 or 4
going
hippos.
For 2 trips. Diamond over there, bunch over there.
It's Oppel at quarterback, Cochran to his left, snapped away, ball's up for Yeager, and covered nicely. It was great coverage.
That should be pass interference. Yeager got thrown to the ground going up for the football. That should be pass interference. Looked like a decent ball from Jack. The coaches are over there going nuts. That looked like pass interference. I don't know. Maybe they were hand fighting. I don't have the view down there, but that will make it 19-7. Dragons over the Hippos. 6:43 left in this first half.
And we just watched the replay. It's Michael Blaylock on the coverage. He gives him a shove before either one jumps up. That should have been a clear pass interference.
He doesn't turn his head. You have to turn your head and make a move to the football, and he did not the entire time.
Either way, it's still 19-7.
19-7.
All Dragons right now. Second quarter action brought to you by Austex Moving. So right now, the furthest we have is we have somebody in Jamaica. Now, granted, he's normally one of our color analysts, Justin and Jordan DePriest.
Taking time off, you know. Yeah.
They're doing this thing like a couple's trip. I don't know. My wife and I are about 2 weeks from hitting 26 years. Maybe we need to go to Jamaica.
Ooh, we
got
somebody from
Pakistan?
Pakistan.
Oh, well, hold on. Sorry, you've been trumped there, Justin.
Go Dragons listening from Pakistan. Wow.
Feel it on the 15, taking up the middle.
Swarmed by a horde of Dragons.
There you go.
Back
Let's
to
see
the
who's on the
20-yard line. They're going to give him forward progress, looks like, to the 27-yard line.
32 is definitely in on there. 32 and 27. 32 is Hunter Wyndham. 27, oh, no surprise, Alex Cochran.
Dude, you just put a Cochran boy out there and just be like, hey,
Blow it up.
go play football. And they do it. They play hard football.
The Hippos start this drive on the 28-yard line, 1st and 10.
Only their second drive. Their first drive, they scored what? It was within 40 seconds, I believe. It was like 147. They scored, and time on the clock was 1:10 in the first quarter.
Passes away,
And he
thrown
drops
behind
it.
him.
Was wide open. Clearly a defensive bust for the Dragons. Just, you know, when you're coming in off the field, sometimes they still haven't gotten used to it yet.
Number
There's
2.
no tempo. They're not in the rhythm of playing the game yet. Just because of how quick the drives were and how little they've been on the field. And that was just looked like a complete mental bust there for the Dragons.
Number 2, Dylan Owens was the intended receiver. Throw was behind him.
Looked like he had wide open room if he did catch it. Bobbled it a few times.
Pass again. Ball is up. This one, the Fields makes the catch and out of bounds.
I mean, they're targeting him big time. He's their number one dude. They do have a running back, I believe, number 0.
Chavis.
Keelan Chavis, who is also a very good threat pass-wise and running back-wise, handing him the football between the tackles.
Yeah, he's number 3 on receiving for the Hippos. Handoff goes Chavis up the middle, and he's taken down by number 11, Cade Zamora, but not before he gets the first down.
Like I said, he's a threat in the pass game and in the rush game.
Yeah, like we said, Kellen Chavez, the running back.
Hand it off again, looked like a counter. I think he was tackled by number 4, Colton Shane for the Dragons. Gain of 8.
Fast tempo.
They're running this ball fast.
Hand off to Chavis, and it's Luke Rodriguez in the backfield. Snuff that one out for a yard loss. That'll bring up a 3rd and 3 now from the 49-yard line.
Fool me once, fool me twice, can't fool me 3 times. Luke Rod proved that one right.
3rd and 3, actually marked at the 48-yard line, second quarter, 5:41 left to play.
A 1-yard tackle for loss. Some personnel changes here for Hutto. Number 11 for number 56.
Braden Childs. You got Jaden Fields on the bottom of the screen in the green shoes. Ball goes to Chavez, makes the catch at the 45, driven out of bounds. Omar Estrada. You also had number 93 in on the tackle, Ford Lucas, another one of those super sophomores.
I mean, this is a bigger offensive line than Round Rock has faced, and I think this defensive line is doing a great job getting pressure and making the quarterback make certain throws. He's landing them right now, but throughout the stretch of the game, that's going to get harder and harder.
So with the purple tape on the cleats, in the stack formation in the back is Owens, Dylan Owens. Passes up, intended for what a catch. A one-handed catch, jukes a couple of guys, and he's got the corner. Touchdown. There is a penalty flag on the play, but what a catch by Jaden Fields. Bobbled it with one hand, to himself. The other hand makes a one-handed catch and
Don't
takes
know
it in.
what they're going to call here. If anything, a defensive pass interference. I don't know. There's one near the goal line, near the line of scrimmage as well. I'm wondering what we're going to see.
It is pass interference called
on the
against the
defense.
Dragons. That penalty will be declined. Touchdown will stand. We're at a 19-13 score now with Hutto. Hutto Hippos going to kick the extra point. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Number 26, Matias Aguilar with the extra point. Makes it a 5-point score, 19-14. Dragons still leading this one when we come back.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons.
Alrighty, we're back from the Via 313 booth high above Memorial Stadium. Game Time Broadcasting. Hank Oppel, this is Bob Slocum. Give a little shout out to Ford Lucas's grandparents from Brentwood. Brentwood, Tennessee. That is beautiful up there.
Neither team has been denied on a single offensive drive here. Dragons had a few mess-ups on two-point conversions. But that last drive right there, you just see why you can't have a linebacker guarding the number one receiver right there. They put him in that slot scenario, and it just doesn't work out very well for your team. Not much else really to say there. And the kick, running a two-kicker system.
Fielded at the
Dylan Harper
25.
hits a hole all the way up to the 43-yard line for the Dragons.
He hit that hole and hit it fast. And we'll have first down when we come back.
This is pizza with a heart, baked in a restaurant with a soul, where the grit of Detroit meets the innovation of Austin. Sometimes pizza's just pizza, but at Via 313, it runs way deeper than that. Built right to the last bite. Try it at a Via 313 near you.
And we are back for the Dragons. I believe it's their fourth drive on the day. 19-14 Dragons lead here with 5 minutes and 2 seconds left in the first half. Dobe Zickler in quarterback. I believe that's Brady Cochran in the backfield, accompanied with Dylan Yeager and Daniel Berry as your receivers. Can't see what number the tight end is. Can only assume it's Mussey.
Handoff goes Alex Cochran. He hits the hole, spins through two tackles.
My bad. I got
across the 50, taken down at the 49.
Wrong Cochran. It's Alex Cochran. My bad.
On the Hutto 49, the short side of the 50, second down and a manageable 2 for the Dragons. From the 49-yard line. Handoff goes Alex, bounces it outside, breaks a couple of initial tackles, finally taken down. It's going to be a 2-yard loss.
I mean, he tried all he could, just kind of ran away from his blockers to a degree, and a swarm of hippos came and got him. Jack Oppel in the game for quarterback, accompanied with Brady Cochran in the backfield. Kind of running this two quarterback system. I mean, both have good suits to the style of the game, different styles to play the game, and it looks like they're trying to utilize both of them to get this defense on edge. Hand off to Brady, tackled in the backfield. Number 31 for Hutto Hippos. Phoenix Arizola.
That's going to bring up a punt situation for your Round Rock Dragons. It is Jaden Fields, number 1. He is dangerous. I would expect Coach Moore, who coaches the special teams, to keep the ball away from Fields. That's going to be a
Timeout,
takedown.
Hutto.
That coach is fired up.
That's their head coach.
I know.
So he wants done things the right way at the right standard, and I don't blame him. I think they're going to go try and block this punt, try to give themselves the best field position they can with 3 minutes left in this first half. Try to give themselves a lead here.
Make sure you go ahead, click the subscribe button. We're going to bring you every varsity game and all home sub-varsity games this year. Thanks to sponsors like Ostex Moving. And here's a guy, we don't get to call his name very much, Adam Ferguson. And he's got a wide range of grandparents, aunt and uncles, cousins that are listening all over. And the offense has been on fire the last 3 weeks. He's hardly had an opportunity to punt, but he gives off a beautiful one. That one's going to be fielded at the 9, breaks through the first couple of tackles.
Going to be tackled, first contact by Jacob Moore by a horde of Dragons. Get it to the 25-yard line here.
Jaden Field, really electric runner.
I say he gets moving real fast. Turn that on.
Trying to get you the scoreboard, which does have the video replay on it. Play action. Ball's in the air, overshoots, and it was Fields again on a slant. And that's a good thing they overshot him because he was off to the races. He had the entire right side of the field to himself.
You got to give credit to this D-line, getting pressure, making Stefik think of where he's wanting to throw the football and not necessarily focusing on it as much as he should. Right now, I believe you have Luke Ramsey. Is that Luke Ramsey? I think I see a club down there. Number 88.
It is. Playing with a broken hand and a broken finger on the other hand. Got to love the toughness of the senior. And as Ramsey gets his hands on the quarterback, the throw just gets out. It's caught by number 2. That's Dylan Owens. That's going to be a 13-yard catch, enough for a first down. But Luke Ramsey had him.
As I said, they're getting pressure and they're getting to him. And they're making these throws more difficult and they're making him think about this pass rush.
Quick out to Chavez. Cross the 40 to the 50. Run out of bounds. Jack Wensing in the area. That'll bring a 1st and 10 for Hutto from the 50-yard line. 1st and 10.
2:20 clock stops.
And there he is, Adam Ferguson's grandpa's watching in El Paso. Handoff shot around the right end, spins around the first tackle, and falls forward enough for a first down. It's going to be a pickup of 12.
Dragons really lacking a contain element here. They have that middle plugged up pretty well from the A and the B gaps. He's just going off tackle, finding open room to run, and he's doing a good job doing it. Timeout. Hutto, or is that that'll be the 2-minute warning, I believe.
2-minute warning. We'll be back in a moment.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all, with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons.
Coming off the state championship at North Crawley High School, where he's the offensive coordinator and the Dave Campbell Texas Football Offensive Coordinator of the Year. Now the head coach in his first season here in Hutto. Back to pass. Ball is thrown away. And you had
That Dragon pass rush getting to Stefik, forcing him a little bit out of the pocket, not giving him enough time, along with number 4 Colton Shane, and I believe is that Omar Estrada down here this corner? Can't see his number.
Yes.
Omar Estrada along with Cade Zamora on the coverage, forcing an incompletion. Dragons definitely need more of that.
It was Cooper Quinn and Peyton Johnson with pressure on the quarterback. Caden Stefik. Chavi's the running back next to him. Handoff goes Chavi's, and he is squared up by Wensing. Picks up 4 on the carry.
Max Williams and Ford Lucas in for the other defensive ends. Luke and timeout Dragons. Coach Moore.
Second time out of the half. Beautiful night out here in Hutto, Texas, about 10 miles east of Round Rock. Brand new stadium, opened a few years ago. They do have the LED lights, which is why you see, like in the pro stadiums, where they're able to flick the lights on and off during touchdowns.
Be 3rd and 6 for Hutto Hippos. Dragons trying to make a big stop here with 1:38 left and a half to keep this lead. Quarterback.
Stefik's going to keep it. Oh, what a tackle. Open field, number 30 on the tackle for the Dragons.
We'll make it 4th
Cooper Quinn. Picked up about 2 on the carry. That's going to bring up a 4th and 3. And it looks like Hutto is going to go for it.
I mean, this is 4-down territory. You got 1:27. The clock should be running still. Don't know why it's not. Maybe because that guy came off with his helmet, but I think the clock should be running.
Yeah,
they're getting on to the clock should be rolling, and it's not.
Well, he just waved it. The ref just killed it. I don't know why.
So I don't know what's going on. 72 cannot come back into this play because it was not a timeout, or not a stoppage of time. I believe that's what
Coach Reinhardt's asking.
Ellis King into the game, linebacker.
Number 20, Jack Wensing, the other one.
Clock is rolling now. I guess they're going to wait to call a timeout here for Hutto. I'm kind of confused on what's going on here.
It makes sense. Reinhardt calls a timeout. It makes total sense, right? Because now they ran it down to 59 seconds. They can regroup, decide. I mean, you're looking at, what is that, a 42-yard field goal attempt from here. Well, mark it back about 10, so up to 50 to 52 yarder. Might be just out of the range.
With watching Reinhardt's old games at North Crowley, I don't think the field goal is the goal here. He's trying to put it in the end zone, and I mean, he had a lot of big explosive plays up there at North Crowley and a lot of good scheming. I mean, they used Quentin Gibbs. They gave him the football, and they also used him as a decoy a lot. And I feel like you can do that here with number one, especially with the way he's been able to carry the football and attract attention to himself.
Yeah,
And open up the running game for Keelan Chaves. I mean, they didn't run the football at all in the first quarter, most of the second. And now all of a sudden he's got, 60, 70 yards on the ground?
No, I mean, I think you're spot on, right? And again, I'm not saying he's like Barry Sanders, but Jaden Fields, number one, has that explosive change of direction where he accelerates out of a cut just as quickly as if he didn't even plant a foot.
And it'll go no running back.
And the game tapes I watched,
Be 4 wide.
number 2 is the other
5
one to
wide,
watch.
Actually, sorry.
The old Buffalo Bills offense here. Stefik, ball's in the air. That's going to be enough for a first down for the Hippos. The receiver tackle was by Colton Shane. It's number 2, Dylan Owens, with the reception.
I mean, Colton almost got a hand in there, just couldn't dislodge the football. It's a good catch right there by that Hutto receiver. Playing quick football here, 48 and ticking down.
Stefik back to pass again. Ball is up for Fields, out of bounds. It was Jaden Fields, the intended receiver.
Looks like Fields didn't really expect that ball to come to him. 40 seconds left. That's where the clock will stop. Dragons looking for a big stop here. Just keeping him out of the end zone to keep this 5-point lead going into halftime.
Yeah, big defensive stance here for your Dragons. A lot at stake here. Dragons in the driver's seat for district if they can pull off a victory tonight.
Get almost a delay of game.
And Reinhardt is fired up.
He's forced to call a timeout right there. Some miscommunication between him and the quarterback, relaying calls. And I believe he's burned his third timeout. I believe that's all he has left. So now, if they want to do it, they're going to have to play hurry-up football. This has been a long, sustained drive here. I mean, these kids are probably tired and going through it. Dragons will take the field.
Great chess match tonight between the offensive-minded Coach Reinhardt and defensive-minded Coach Moore.
I mean, you love watching these kinds of games. It's like watching Belichick versus Saban, you know?
Chavez in the backfield, back to pass. Ball is up for the end zone, wide open, out of the back of the end zone. I don't think. Oh,
wow!
I don't think he made.
I don't think that back foot got down. Let's look at this replay here.
It was Fields, but I think this is a bad call.
He was wide open. It seems like a defensive bust. I mean, good catch right there for him, going up and high pointing that football.
There is a penalty flag down.
I don't believe. So call an unsportsmanlike conduct after the play on Hutto that will be applied.
I'll have to rewatch this tape later tonight. I thought he was out of the back of the end zone. Yeah, I mean, I think it was plain as day out of the back of the end zone, and you got an official on that back line. That's two of them. That's a huge miss. You can't miss that. Go ahead. You're in the chat. You guys can rewind it. Let me know what you think.
This now turns into a
35-yarder.
Oh, fumbled snap. There is a flag on the play. I don't know. I don't know what the flag is on. Snap happened. I'm very curious
False start.
on the offense. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, he's going to send him back out again.
They'll mark it back 5 more yards. Yeah, it's a dead ball foul.
Okay.
It's a dead ball foul, so.
So they're not going to move it back, or are we just going to? So they're not going to move the ball back. That
Interesting. Number 9 is in to kick this one. Carlos Sorto. Kick is up.
does not have the leg. It will be short. No.
And it's a 1-point game. Dragons now trailing this one 20-19 with 33 seconds left. We'll be back after this message.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons.
And we're back after a controversial touchdown. From the instant replay they played on the board, it looked like his foot was on the white.
See, it looked like when he came down, his toes hit the white and his heel went in the green.
Out of bounds.
That is an out of bounds catch. I think he was out of bounds. We're not the referees down there. We know their job is difficult to do.
And we're getting confirmation, people at home that are able to rewind that.
Yeah.
Caught on the 25 and taken down.
Harper.
Dylan Harper taken down at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dragons from the 28. And November Dragon out of bounds, they're saying.
Along with Raya out of bounds. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, nothing you can do about it. It's on the scoreboard. Move forward. You know, and I have a lot of respect for Coach Moore. I think he's a great coach. It's interesting to see what adjustments we make at halftime.
So I'm interested to see what is pulled out of our sleeve right here, what tricks we have up our sleeve. No running backs, 1 tight end on the line.
Carson Griffin on the bottom. Yeager on the bottom of your screen in the slot. Ball is up to Yeager across the 50.
Keeps his
He
legs
bounces
up,
off
keeps
for a
his
few
feet
guys.
up.
Spin. Wow.
And I'm expecting a timeout here very quickly.
Takes it to the other 38.
And they're going to try to run hurry-up football.
24 yards on the catch by Yeager.
Clock will stop until... So now clock is running 18 and counting. Getting set again.
Dove back to pass. Ball up to Barry. Barry makes the catch across the 30 and gets out of bounds. That's going to stop the clock 1 yard shy of the first down. That's a 9-yard reception by Daniel Barry, the senior wide receiver. And we have 6 seconds on the clock.
And we are on the opposing 29-yard line.
Let's see what Coach Tenney has in his playbook.
They've got number 1 deep back there playing safety, making sure no one gets beat.
Dove rolling to his right.
That is... He's out of bounds.
He's out of bounds.
There should be a second left on this clock. The referees need to figure this out. There's a second left on the clock.
Yeah, there is 1 second
bad.
left.
That is bad. If they don't look at this, there's a second left on the clock when he hit the ground out of bounds. They need to figure this out.
He did.
Yeah, they are. They're going to put a
How about
second
say-
back on the clock
Okay,
here.
there needs to be a second back.
Give me 5 seconds.
And we are in the press box, which is on the Hutto Hippo side.
You can hear how mad
so you
they
can
are.
hear people yelling. That's actually the Hutto fans.
And don't like to be too critical, but you did just get that big touchdown call that replayed that was out of bounds.
So with 1 second, it's Irizarry. He's going to come out, try to kick the
An extra point and try to give the Dragons a
field goal,
here.
give them a 2-point lead.
And so right now, the referees are still talking about something. If you've already put it back on the score clock, I don't really know what else there is to talk about out here. And it's a very chippy game at this point. Best course of action is get this play over with and get teams to that.
Oh,
wow.
Hold on a second.
You can't
That
do
is
that.
terrible.
That's horrible.
That is really bad.
They're
going to.
That's crap.
Okay. That is terrible. This is an Austin UIL chapter, and as a former member of that chapter, this is an embarrassment out here.
That was bad.
Well, either way, they're going to send them to halftime.
I just don't see how you can say it and you can go with your decision, and then the moment somebody on the other team whines about it, you go ahead and you're like, oh, no, it's no, we're done.
This is absolutely atrocious. I don't know who the president of the Austin chapter is, but I will tell you this is atrocious. The call in the back of the end zone with 2 officials on it.
Let's say this game has been all over the place.
But either way, you know what? Toughen up.
Say it's
go
football.
In the locker room.
Hey, it could be much worse. It's only down by 1 point. I expect Dragons to come out here, make some stops, make some changes. Especially offense has been rolling. Out of the 5 drives they've had, 1 only ended in a punt. The rest were scores. And this really shows you how important special teams is. If you kick those field goals, you're up 21-20 right now. If you hit those 2 points, you're up 21-23. Or 20-23. So I expect the Dragons to come out, make the changes they need, and to inevitably win the ball game, because you can't put everything on the referees at this time. And we will see y'all going into halftime. Going to put on the crowd mic.
And the halftime show brought to you by Airco, another proud sponsor of Game Time Broadcasting, the official broadcast of your Round Rock Dragons. We'll be back.
Social officer, Sammy Watley. Social officer, Jessica Tan. Vice President, Nancy Levitt. And President Aiden Stone. The Dragons dance officers are Major, Ginger Trout. Major, Abby Hamilton. Lieutenant Colonel, Yellow Fizzy. Colonel Molly Harris. Congratulations to the Spirit Girl of the Week, Landon Simonovich. Congratulations to the Officer's Choice of the Week, Audrey Sanchez. And congratulations to the Dragon of the Week, Leonard Tessie. Tonight, the Dragonettes will be performing a jazz skit routine to Florence Moment. The Dragons are under the direction of Tori Wilbur and Stacey Hayes. Managers are Anthony Bell and Kevin Watson. The Dragons want to say a great big thank you to all of our sponsors this year. We appreciate the continued support of our organization and investment in our community. Thank you to our primary sponsors, Rudy's, Coverage Real Estate Texas, LLC, Benefits Police, Airborne Mechanical, and Arkham Medical Associates. It's time to end showtime. Under the direction of David Mobley, the Dragon Band is proud to represent Round Rock High School in students, staff, and community with spirit, tradition, and excellence. Annually recognized as one of the premier bands in the country, Dragon Band, parents and fans, please welcome good band to the field. On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Outstanding junior varsity marchers of the week are Jonah Gillen, Joe Amadoraj, and Brandon Albert. Outstanding varsity marchers of the week are Max McDonough, Glenn Giles, Taylor Banks, and Samantha Connolly. Tonight, the Dragon Band will present parts 2, 3, and 4 of their 2025 show entitled Spark of Imagination. Ladies and gentlemen, please, Round Rock High School Dragon Band. We're driving there and so the direction of really not leaving family bed for the basic about moving on and I'm ready to ends up. Drum leaders are Madeline Morrison, David Lady, Simon Song, and Chelsea Hartle. We're on high school practice and driving band. Thank you for watching this evening's presentation. Let's start on Hutto band and drill team in the competitive season, and let's go Dragons. And now, entering the field, those 2025 and 26 Ohio Slippers. Ohio Slippers. What's your take? What's in shoot? And look at the arm, Captain Alexander Lopez. Who's your social officer? Alexa Diaz, Matthew Roberts, and social president Valerie Solomon. Our fifth stepper of the week is Davina Smith, and our high stepper of the week, Victoria Hall. Right here in Outfield. Now, the 37 weeks in the 8th grade dance Onside High School, Fellow Middle School, and West Orange Splits Middle School. The field cross field, you really got me. The highest number of the MGC Elites, where the National Shelby Hobbit. The National Dance Facility was Megan Denman, Frankie Greenberg, the White Simmons, and Vanessa Evans. Ladies and gentlemen, it's live from the award-winning Hippo Marching Band. Next
And we're back from the VIA 313 booth. Game Time Broadcasting, the official broadcaster for the Round Rock Dragons. In on this one, couple of, like the Colin Cowherd, Colin's right, Colin's wrong, where we were right, where we were wrong. Jaden Fields did have a foot in the back corner of that end zone. It looked like his foot was on white. Thanks to All Sports Photography, good friend Chris Neely on the sideline has a great photo of the young man. I don't say this every week, Hank. I say it very sparingly. Jaden Fields is a D1 talent, no doubt.
Obviously, I mean, he's got the size, speed. You give respect where respect is due. I mean, from here it looked like he stepped out, but the camera doesn't lie. So we're gonna give respect where respect is due, and it's a great play. I mean, great players make great plays when they are needed, and he's one of those dudes for his Hutto offense. Nothing really more to say. Thanks for tuning in. We got 106 watching the stream right now.
During the halftime show. That's nice.
That's
Alrighty.
Awesome.
So here we go. So let's talk about a couple of the highlights from that half. Oh, and where we were right. We got to go where we were right. There was 1 second left on the clock. Round Rock should have been allowed to kick the field goal. Either way, we're going to start the second half with a 20-19 score in the battle for the 25 6A district lead.
So yeah, this will decide who the number one
seed
is for now. There's still a few more games left to go, but this is a big seeding game, especially an undefeated district opponent in Hutto and a one-loss district opponent in Round Rock.
So real quickly, let's take a look at the scoring. It was in the first quarter, Round Rock 13. Hutto put up 1 touchdown. It was Apple on a 1-yard run. Then it was Brady Cochran on a 1-yard run. Then it was Jaden Fields with a 64 pass reception from Caden Stefik. Then it was Brady Cochran, his second touchdown of the night, a 3-yard run. And then it was Jaden Fields, a 44-yard reception from Stefik. And then Fields, once again, with the amazing 19-yard catch, just getting his foot down in the back corner of the end zone. That put Hutto up 20-19. As for offensive leaders here, you got rushing the ball for Round Rock, Brady Cochran, 21 carries, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns. Dove Stickler, 1 carry, 11 yards. Alex Cochran, 2 carries, 6 yards. Jack Oppel, 3 carries, 11 yards, and a touchdown.
Sorry to interrupt, but Hutto will be receiving the football. Number 1, Jaden Fields, back to receive with number 2, Hunter Frenette. It's time to see what this Dragon defense has done.
And here's the kick for the second half. Fielded on the 24-yard line. It's Dylan Owens. Cuts it back to the center of the field. And he's going to be taken down at the 42-yard line. 1st and 10 for Hutto when we come back.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
And we're back.
For the third quarter.
Stefik back to pass again. Under pressure, gets the ball away out of bounds.
Great pass rush by that Dragon defensive line. Looked like Peyton Johnson was back there along with Max Williams. I mean,
running back Helen Chavez was the intended receiver on the play.
I'm sure Coach Moore at halftime really got on this defensive line to get to the quarterback and make pressure, not give him so long to make those long throws that he's going to making to Fields and Chavez.
Fields, 5 receptions, 146 yards, and 3 touchdowns in the first half.
Quarterback power. He's going to be tackled for maybe a loss, maybe just to the line of game by Cooper Quinn, number 30, senior linebacker for the Dragons. In comes number 33, Zayden Johnson for the Dragons. Going to run some sort of dime look here.
3rd and 11 from the 41.
3-man rush. Shy Stickler, Luke Rodriguez, and Max Williams. Be 3rd and long. Looks like they're going to do the 1-yard tackle for loss. Be 3rd and 11 here for the Hutto Hippos.
Quarterback Stefik, 9 for 15, 191 yards and 3 touchdowns in that first half.
Going
Back
for
to the air, got field, gets his feet in.
They're going to give him the catch. It looked questionable. Wasn't able to get my eyes down there in time.
He did a great job. He definitely got his foot in.
We'll look at the replay. Maybe we'll see something different.
Either way, that's going to be a 1st and 10 for Hutto. Ball on the 41-yard line. Stefik on the keeper. Oh, he's going to be tripped up.
Cooper Martinez, safety, junior safety of the Dragons. Trying to get Stefik some more carries in this game. Doesn't really seem to be working out.
You know, football's a game of chess, right? It's a game of adjustments. Interesting to see how these two coaches, what adjustments are made. And of his Chavis, he's hit but fights his way forward.
Play was blown up, just weren't able to get him tackled in the backfield. It's going to be a gain of nothing, I believe. I believe they're just going to go ahead and say he got to the line to gain.
Wensing and Quinn both in on the tackles, 3rd and 6 from the 42.
Seeing a new ferocity from this defensive line. It looks like they made some fixes during that halftime break. I thought they were having a good pass rush, but I mean, it looks like they're doing a really good job right now, plugging up holes and really making this offensive line and Caden Stefik think.
Handoff to Chavez up the middle, and he's wrapped up pretty quickly.
For a 2 to 3 yard gain, that'll bring up 4th and 2 for the Hutto Hippos.
And Quinn's been all over the place. Number 30, Quinn and Peyton Johnson both in on that tackle. That's going to bring up a 4th and 2. They're going to go for it.
And they're going to get the offsides penalty. They're going to blow it dead immediately. It's exactly what they were wanting. Looks like they're talking about maybe a tackle moving.
Yeah, potentially. It could go either way. It looks like they're going to call it.
Maybe they're talking about the center moving the football. I don't know.
You got to like that they're conferring. It's going to be false start on Hutto.
It did look like a center or a guard moved a little bit. Kind of look at the replay. So that will make it 4th and
7 from the 38-yard line.
Way different territory. It looks like with the offense they've been running this week in this game, it looks like they're going to throw the football, moving Chavez out to receiver.
Fields in the slot on the bottom of your screen.
And they're going to blow that dead again.
Oh, they had him. Stickler and Wensing were both in on the quarterback.
And they're going to call it. Dragons are going to call a timeout here.
Quinn was also in the mix. That's one of the things we've seen constantly from Coach Moore. They're not afraid to burn a timeout early in a quarter if they don't like something. Coach Tenney's got the following from Boston, Mass.
Thanks, Troy Davies. Thanks for the compliment.
You got a little fan club going up here, Hank.
I know. It'll be 4th and 7 for Hutto.
Oh, we're going to have an offside free
Aiden
play. They're going to
Johnson.
throw it for Jaden Fields. Underthrown.
And they're going to throw a
There's
flag for
another pass interference on that one.
So
it is a free play. So
are they just going to decline the
they're going to decline the
offside
offsides,
and
take the pass
take the
interference.
pass interference? Still deciding. Another one is added to the congregation.
Oh, you know what? Get the call right. I'm good with it.
I get the call right. I'm fine
Come
with
together, confer.
it.
I know when I officiated my second year, they moved me to referee. For bigger games, I was on a line judge because they wanted more referees out there who knew the rule book.
So I'm very curious on what they are talking about. A lot of hand signals down there.
Coach Reinhardt pacing back and forth. He's unhappy about something.
Both head coaches, I mean, this is... Are they talking about maybe if they blew it dead?
It shouldn't, well...
Say it shouldn't be. Coach Moore is very...
Yeah, I mean, if
adamant
they
about
blew it
something.
dead, then there is no pass
But
interference.
I think that's what they're conferring about. Who knows, though? We need that.
Wow, that's a sideline interference penalty call.
Oh, okay. So I was just told by a watcher that the ref fell down on their sideline. So maybe he would have hit somebody. Don't know if we would have gotten that on camera.
It's a sideline warning. So if you look, the big, large white patch in front of the benches, really no one's supposed to be in there. That's a safety zone for the officials to run up and down. And if you collide with a coach, it's a 15-yard penalty.
So that will take away anything down there. So now it'll be fourth and very long for Hutto.
And back in 2007, San Antonio, there was an incident on an interception. The official turned to run, collided with a coach. Coach banged his head on the turf, ended up getting knocked into a coma. And the insurance company from the school district sued the official, saying he didn't maintain proper sideline.
Would not be surprised if they try to go to Fields here. Looking that way. And Steffik's going to step
Fields is wide open.
And no flag on the play. They're looking for a pass interference.
Good thing we had pressure up front because Fields came across about 25, 30 yards deep. He is wide open. There's nobody even near him.
Good defense. I believe that was number 3, Omar Estrada. Yeah. If you look, he's going for the football. That hand goes up for the ball. Head turns around. As long as you're going for the ball and trying to make a play on the ball.
Yeah, he played the ball well on that one.
There was a little grabbing and holding, but it was both hand fighting from both teams there.
Dylan Owens was the intended receiver. That's going to bring up 1st and 10 for your Dragons from their own 48-yard line. And it's Dove Stickler to start out this drive.
Changes up their defense. A 3-man rush. They're going to put a linebacker in the A-gap.
Handoff goes Cochran. He's met at the line. Nowhere to run. 2nd and 10.
Credit to this offensive line. They did a really good job in this first half. And big shift from this Dragon offense.
I'm going to spread it out. Quick pass.
To, I believe that's Dylan Yeager.
It is Dylan Yeager with the catch. Picks up.
Make it 3rd and manageable here. About 3rd and 3 for the Dragons.
7 yards on the catch by Yeager.
I say take what they can give you, what they give you right there. If they're going to play off that soft, off-coverage zone, hit the slant to Yeager. It's been open all night. Jack will come in for quarterback for Dove, along with, I believe that was Jacob Moore, a tight end. Am I correct?
Yep, Mussey's in.
So 2 tight end set. Hand it off.
He's hit at the line, literally fought to get a yard. That's going to bring up a 4th down and 2 from the 40. That's not right. It looks like the 44-yard line.
So it'll be a 4th and 2. Dragons are going to have to dig deep here, try to get this first down. Wouldn't be surprised if Hutto sends everybody. Looks like they were about to.
Oppel in at quarterback. Cochran, the running back.
Makes a change
Brady.
at the line.
Quarterback keeper. He's going deep. He's got Yeager. Jump ball.
Over his head, almost incomplete. Very good defense by, I believe, number 7. I mean, I thought Yeager was going to come down with it. Two back-to-back great stops by 2 defenses. See what this Dragon defense is all about. You can see number 88 down there trying to get the defense hyped up, ready to go.
They're showing it on the replay. Can't get a close enough angle. All right, 1st and 10.
And it's be a handoff.
Handoff. Chaves kicks it off to the right.
And he will be taken down after a 5-yard gain.
Number 4, Colton Chain. Number 11, Cade Zamora on the tackle.
Shia Stickler comes in for
Luke Ramsey.
Luke Ramsey.
Bottom, you got
Ford
Lucas, Luke Rodriguez, Peyton Johnson, and Shia Stickler. Still a 1-point game. Dragons trailing this one 20-19. Chaves on the carry up the middle.
He'll be tackled by number 93, Ford Lucas.
Cade Zamora comes in to finish it off.
It'll be 3rd and 3 for the Hippos.
From the 49-yard line. 48. You got Jaden Fields, number 1 on the bottom of your screen. Green tape, green gloves. And it's number 2 with the purple wrap on his cleats at the top. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper, Stefik.
It looks like he might just get enough for the first down. I think they're going to go ahead and give it to him.
Ball's going to be marked at the 46-yard line, 1st and 10 for Hutto. Third quarter action brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group. Back to pass.
And that will be caught by number 2, tackled by Omar Estrada.
Dylan Owens with the reception. That's going to move the chains. Picked up, looks like 15 on the play. It's going to take it to the 26. Actually, it's 20 yards on the catch.
Dragons really need to come up here with something to turn the tide in this momentum. Only 3 down linemen.
Back to pass.
Looking for Fields.
Under pressure. It's going to take off and run across the 20. And driven out of bounds.
Ball comes out, but ball goes out of bounds.
Cade Zamora in on the tackle.
So the ball came out, but it went out of bounds.
And that'll be a 10-yard run for the quarterback, Stefik.
I mean,
Enough to move the chains, 1st and 10.
That's the risky run when you run this 3 down front. You got this dime look. Even if you cover everything up, you might not. The quarterback can always run. You're not expected to get a sack on this 3 down rush. And they're going to pull that dime look out. And Coach Moore's going to call a timeout here with 4:12 left in the third quarter.
And we'll be back.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
And we're back from the Via 313 booth. Hank Oppel, this is Bob Slocum with Game Time Broadcasting, official broadcaster of Round Rock Dragons football. And I'll agree with John Paul Driscoll. And who was the other one? Troy Davis?
Troy Davis, yes.
Troy Davis?
I have a friend watching. I have both J.P. Driscoll watching at home and Luke Miller, Rice offensive tackle, who played here at Round Rock. Give those boys a shout out. Thanks for watching me, guys.
2 years removed from playing on.
Even though I'm not the greatest.
You do a great job.
Thanks for the compliments.
And thanks for listening. Stefik's going to keep it. Around the right. Oh, he got blown up. What a hit. Colton Shane comes up and.
It looked like he was maybe going to slide, but didn't even get anywhere close to being down.
We saw it a few weeks ago against Cedar Ridge where Colton Shane ran down the running back that we thought was gone.
No, that was Amador, actually.
Was it Amador?
Amador. And they're going to throw it up to number 2, and he's going to...
Oh, and makes
and that will be incomplete. Wow.
What a play.
That is...
Omar Estrada.
Textbook coverage. He had the ball underneath. He got out of bounds, and he hit the ball out. Get the ball out of his hands, because if he doesn't come down with it, it's not a completion. That's a great job right there. Great job by, is that Amador or Omar?
That was Omar,
That's
number
Omar.
3.
Great job by Estrada there. They want to take a shot, take it away from him. 15, 14 seconds left on the play clock. Making a lot of subs here. They're taking up a lot of time.
And he's going to burn a timeout. Oh, no, he's not. No, he's not.
5, 4. They got to snap the ball now.
Timeout. They're calling time.
This has been a constant problem for both teams right now, it looks like. Defensively for the Dragons and offensively. With a system like this that he's running, there's a lot of checks and a lot of check with me that you have to do, especially on the offensive line and receivers. And it can get pretty overwhelming, especially in a tight game like this for a quarterback. And obviously it's just not up to the standard of the Hutto coach.
Well, it's also new coach, first year coaching, putting his new program in.
Oh, shout out Justin Lee. He's currently playing. I believe he's listed as a linebacker for UTEP. And Luke Miller, y'all are doing. Thank you, Luke. Good luck against. I believe they play UTSA in San Antonio at not the Astrodome, the Alamo Dome. So good luck to them.
Luke Miller, class 2024. John Paul Driscoll, 2024.
Justin Lee, class of 25.
Thanks for listening. 3rd and 7 from the 13. Third quarter, 3:47 left to play.
3rd and 6 for the Hippos in the red zone. Drop back, looking for Fields. And that ball's going to be
knocked
incomplete,
down.
No flags.
And
great defense. Had 2 defenders over there. Was able to knock the ball out.
Jack Wensing, and I believe it was Cooper Martinez in on the coverage.
And so they're going to go for it. Playing very dangerous football here.
You got Chavez on the bottom. next
They're gonna try to hit that ghost.
from the bottom of your screen, Chavez. Next to him is Jaden Field.
It's a big, big play right here for the Dragons.
But just watch the right side.
And so they're going to get the false start.
Backcourt. Oh, that was a beautiful pass by Stefik. Catch is made at the 1, and that was a great catch. I thought he got his foot down. Chavez makes the catch.
Multiple flags on the field. So I think it's
They're
going to
called
be on
defense.
The defense.
Yes. Yep, offsides defense. That'll be declined. First and goal from the 1. Great pass, Stefik, to the running back, Chavez.
Just mental stuff there for the Dragons that could have been avoided. This will be a big-time stop here for the Dragons. First and goal on the 1-yard line.
Jaden Fields on the top of your screen.
Wouldn't be surprised if they take a
one-on-one.
shot to him.
I would 100%.
And they're going to run that quarterback power, and he's going to waltz into the end zone.
There's some kind of little dance there, and that'll put Hutto up 26-19.
They're going to send out the kick team.
Make it an 8-point game. 7-point game right now.
That ball is tipped up and blocked, and they're going to let it drop. That's going to make it a 1-score game here. Wow, it looked like it was tipped by a defensive lineman. That's very crucial here for the Dragons. So now instead of having to go down and if they score, do a 2-point conversion, they can kick a field goal and be tied with Hutto. That's huge in this tight of a ball game. Really?
Yeah, I can't see the number. I couldn't see the number who got the block, but either way, 26-19. Hutto leading this one in the third quarter with 3:36 left to play. We'll be back in a minute.
You've never had pizza like this. Via 313, Detroit born, Austin inspired. With cheese to the edges and the sauce on top, you'll wonder if you'll ever be able to eat non-Detroit style pizza ever again. Try it at a Via 313 near you.
And we're back. Hutto to kick off the ball. Shout out Hayden Nath, class of 2024.
One of my favorites.
Yes, played receiver and quarterback for the Dragons as well.
And led the senior crew. I think he did a junior year too to all the baseball games.
Yes, he did. He was very loud at our baseball games, and he says that will definitely come into play late in this. Wow, saying the same thing, Hayden. And they're going to kick it
to Dylan Harper. He's going to field it and return this one from the 25. Oh, that's a high tackle. He spins out of it.
Say hit right in his face mask.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised on that one, the way the head jerked. There'll be Dragons football, 1st and 10 from the 40. They're going to put it at the 39-yard line.
It will be
Dove Stickler and Brady Cochran will be the running back.
Dragons have been running this dual quarterback system the whole game. Dragons trying to get something started, try to give their team some momentum. Hopefully tie this game up here.
Puts it up. Carson Griffin with the catch, hit immediately.
Big hit by Fields. Held on.
Jaden Fields on the coverage.
I mean, that's always awesome, like especially as a receiver. You get hit big and you still hold on that football and just come up with it.
Handoff goes Cochran. He's hit in the backfield. He's going to lose 2 on the carry.
They look like we had an offensive line bust there. Going to lose 2 there. Curious to see how this Dragon offense responds. You've got 2 backs to his right. They're going to run that 2-wheel system right there.
Throw to Yeager. He's going to break a couple of tackles, drops his shoulder. That's going to be enough for. Oh, let's see where they mark him.
There's some extracurriculars after the play here.
That's going to be a first down.
For the Dragons.
Up tempo from.
And they're running real fast here.
42-yard line. High snap over his head. And Cochran recovers it.
Not a great thing that can happen for the Dragons. That's the worst thing that can happen for the Dragons right there. Having momentum, finally getting something going, and something like that happens. Trying to run the ball quick.
Lost 13 on the play. Ball spotted at the 46-yard line. Trips to the left.
Making a change at the line. Throws a dart. That'll be a flag.
That should totally be pass interference.
It looked like he pushed him before he came out of his break.
That is a really good call.
It's Hutto crowd. Aiden Walker here watching, also class of 2025, a safety I played with my senior year at corner. They will call a pass interference on the Hutto Hippos.
It's a great call. He went right through the defender, right through the receiver.
And it didn't look like he was going for the football. Be an automatic first down.
That's a huge penalty in that. It was a 2nd and 22. That's going to make it 1st and 10 from the 44-yard line.
Oh, my gosh.
Here we go, Dove Stickler.
Yeager in motion.
Handoff goes Yeager. Oh, you got a couple face masks there.
He's got 3 dudes trying to pull him back, and he's just not going backwards.
You had a pretty bad face mask if you watch it closely at the very first contact. He does a great job just getting his shoulder down and moving his legs. Picks up 3 on the carry. Cochran in the backfield.
RPO.
Ball is away. Yeager open with the catch, and he is popped hard at the 22-yard line.
And he gets right up, acting unfazed.
19 yards on the catch for Dylan Yeager.
I'm going to say it again. When you're a DB and you lay a big hit and the receiver gets up like nothing happened, it's a little demoralizing.
They've spotted at the 23. That'll make it an 18-yard reception.
Hutto having some.
Cervantes in the game now at running back. Play action, balls away through the hands of Barry.
So it went through the hands of about 2 or 3 defenders. Tried to thread the needle there. Just missed Barry.
It's number 0. Or is that 8? Yeah, no, it's 0. Chavez on the coverage. That might be Blaylark, sorry.
Handed off to Brady Cochran. Big, tough man run. Dragons getting behind him, trying to push him forward for the first down.
They do. They just pushed him 3 yards. They had him a yard shy of the stick.
That is football.
That's an Airco first down. 1st and 10 for the Dragons at the 12-yard line.
Thank you, Coach Elliott. I appreciate the good words of wisdom there.
Everyone loves Coach Ellie.
Coach
I've
Ellie.
always said there's no when you see Coach Ellie, he is the epitome of picture what I think of as a coach.
Yes.
He looks like a coach.
Coach, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't know you knew how to use your phone and get on YouTube like this. So glad to see you're watching me.
Handoff, Serratus pounds it up the middle.
There is a flag on the field in the backfield. Will not be a surprise if this is a holding. On the drive.
They're going to call holding.
What we expected.
Coach Carter not a fan of this call. He's learning, Coach Ellie learning technology.
Coach, I'm proud of you, Coach. I'm proud of you. What a guy.
We got to get him up here in the booth on call with some of these.
In the words of Coach Ellie, good man. Good man, Coach Ellie. Hey, it was not a diss to Coach Ellie, guys. It wasn't a diss. I'm sorry.
And we're at the end of the third quarter. We'll be back with fourth quarter action when we come back.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
We are back here for the fourth quarter.
A couple scores around the area. Shoemaker up over Killeen, 13-0. Stony Point leading Manor, 28-7. Midway, 20-7 over Temple. The long 1st and 20 from the 23-yard line. Dragons need to get to the 3-yard line for a first down.
Big shift here for the Dragons.
Low snap. Dove's going to step out of the pressure.
Gonna throw the ball. Ooh.
Jaeger,
That
the
might have
intended
been a pass
receiver.
interference, got hit. Didn't look like he was going for the football. Had an arm out.
Well, they're going to let it play. 12 minutes, 11 minutes,
boys play.
51 seconds left in this game. Dragons trailing by a touchdown, 26-19.
Let's keep it civil there in the chat, guys.
Back to pass. Screen pass. Serratus with the catch. Across the 20. Oh, driven out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
That will make it 3rd and long for the Dragons, about a 3rd and 7 or 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 from the 11. Once again, they need to get to the 3-yard line for a first down. Ball's up.
Fade ball to Barry.
And they got Barry. They're pulling his hands. Holy cow, what a catch. Touchdown, Dragons.
Catch. With the pass interference call, doesn't matter for Barry. Another grown man catch for Barry.
Barry with the 11-yard touchdown catch from Dove Stickler. And they'll send out the kicking team. Pass interference penalty will be declined.
Say, he just went up and took that ball away. Barry said, no, that's my ball. Ball is blocked.
That's a live foot.
Picked up and it will be, there is a flag on the play after on the return. I'm curious to see what this flag is. Hutto does not look very good about it.
They're going to confer again.
The congregation. So what was the penalty?
I didn't even hear.
Onside block, number 9.
On who?
I don't know.
Hutto? Or on? I mean, it would have to be on Hutto. They got the ball.
It'll be enforced on the kickoff, so we'll find out.
So yeah, we'll see.
If we're backed up, it was us. If they're backed up,
Well,
it was
it's
us.
definitely not 9 because Eli Ellis is our number
Oh,
9.
yeah,
So it's going to be
Yeah.
number 9, Carlos Soto,
For the
on the blind
block.
side block. 15-yard penalty will be marked off. So that'll move the kickoff inside the 50 to the Hutto 45-yard line, which, I mean, we've seen it the last few weeks. I think it makes it a easy onside kick attempt here.
Man, if we get that instant replay machine, we can go back to that nice catch by Barry.
We will have the instant replay thanks to Vista Equity Wealth Partners. Next week, we have the slow motion instant replay machine coming in.
And hey, Nath, I'm sure you taught Barry everything he knows. I'm sure of it.
Here's Zari out to kick. Had a beautiful onside kick earlier in the first half.
And that ball is going to be fielded by Hutto first, bobbled by number 7, but then dove on by number 3 on Hutto Hippos.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 32 when we come back.
This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis.
Here we are back in the fourth quarter. Dragons on defense. Handoff Chavis. It's going to be
Spins out of a couple of tackles.
It's going to be a gain of 9 or 8.
Finally, Colton Shane. And I think that's going to be number 29, Cooper Martinez, combined in there to tackle him, but not before a 9-yard gain. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 1 for Hutto. Hutto now leading this game 26-25. Low snap, given to Chavis.
Wide open running room tackled. First contact by Cooper Martinez.
Makes it across the 50. He's going to be taken down at the 49-yard line.
Cooper Martinez down. We will come back to you from a short commercial break.
This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
This is pizza with a heart, baked in a restaurant with a soul. where the grit of Detroit meets the innovation of Austin. Sometimes pizza's just pizza, but at Via 313, it runs way deeper than that. Built right to the last bite. Try it at a Via 313 near you.
Off the field.
So maybe just got the air knocked out of him.
Taking a sip of water. 10-2 by this outstanding training staff from the Round Rock Dragons. 26-25, 10:50 left to play in the fourth quarter. Let's see if this Dragon defense can come up with a big stop. Ellis King, Luke Rodriguez, Peyton Johnson, and Max Williams on the defensive line. Quick pass out to Owens. Across the 40, driven out of bounds right at the 40. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 1. Handoff Chaves up the middle. And that'll be enough for a 1st down. Picks up 7 on the carry. 1st and 10
Dragons
from the
really need to
33.
get something started here. Try to get some momentum back in their favor.
Interesting. They've got Fields on the top of the screen squared up against Zayden Johnson. Zayden Johnson did an outstanding job against D1 commit Gray out of McNeil a few weeks back. Back to pass.
Wide open downfield.
Comes underneath to Owens, makes the catch at the 15, fights his way forward to the 10-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 9. That'll be a 1st and goal from the 9. You're right, Hank. They had number 4. Carson Fields wide open on the deeper route.
His hands up, but I guess Stefik didn't see him. Still made a good pass and a good catch by number 2 down there. See what this Dragon defense can do. Make this big stand here. Try to give themselves a chance to win the ball game.
Handoff Chaves up the middle. He's going to slice his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Hutto.
Couple of missed tackles by the Dragons.
The extra point is up, and it is good. Number 9, Carlos Sordo with the kick. That'll put Hutto up 33-25.
And that'll give the Hutto Hippos an 8-point lead here. 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Still a winnable game for the Dragons. It's just going to be tough sledding from here on. See what this Dragon offense can scheme up.
Fourth quarter action brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group.
Dragons looking for a big return here to regain some momentum for their offense, to get things going. Say you miss that kick, you get that kick blocked, and then they go down and they score a pretty timely touchdown. Wouldn't be surprised to see some trickery here. And they're going to kick one to Dylan Harper, who's going to try to take it up the sideline, hits a back hole. It's going to get brought down
at about the 36-yard line. That'll be 1st and 10 for your Dragons. All right, so I know we have Pakistan and Jamaica listening. Last week we had Kuwait. And we got, I think, several members of the class of 2024 and 2025.
Mm-hmm.
And the great Coach Ellie.
Coach Ellie, man. That's the GOAT right there. That's the good man right there.
Serwatis in the backfield. Handoff goes Serwatis.
Able to gain 6 on the ground there for the Dragons.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 4 from the 41-yard line.
Barry and Yeager down on the bottom of the screen. And Dove's going to take it and pull it. He looks like he's going to get just shy of the first down.
That'll bring up a manageable 3rd and 2 from the 44 for the Dragons. Handoff goes Serwatis, and he's tackled immediately. Number 14, it's the middle linebacker, Braden Daniel with the tackle.
Make it 4th and 2.
They're going to bring in Brady Cochran back into the game. Also bringing in number 80, Jacob Moore. Cochran off the left tackle, one man to beat, and he dives forward.
I think he gets it.
Holy smokes, that is all Brady Cochran. He was hit.
I think he's going to spot it. I think they're going to get this first down.
Well, he was hit at the 44 and dove.
Like
he was hit at the 44.
His arm
dove across to the 46-yard line.
They're going to take out.
They're going to call timeout and do an official measurement here.
I think he's got it. Yeah, from what it seems like, you got the binoculars on hand.
It's right there. I mean, it is right there.
Oh yeah.
First down, Dragons.
I mean,
well, let's see what happens. They're going to try to pull it tight.
Lord.
That's first down by half a football.
First down, Dragons.
That is a huge play right there. What a play by Brady Cochran. Again, he was hit at the 44-yard line, wrapped around his legs, still able to dive forward and just get a half a football length over the first down line.
Yep,
we're up to 217 folks listening.
I got 220 over here, it says.
Thanks for tuning in. Click the subscribe button. We're going to bring you all varsity games and Thursday night all home sub-varsity games. Dove, handoff, Cochran drops his shoulder. He just dropped his shoulder on number 31 and drove him back 2 yards. Was hit in the backfield, able to get about a yard. That's going to bring a 2nd and maybe 9.5. Pass underneath to Mussey.
Stays up, tries to lunge forward for some yards.
Great play defensively by number 7, Wardell White. Wrapped him up after a 1-yard gain. Carson Griffin enters the game on the top of your screen, going trips left. Balls to Yeager.
Tipped up, picked off by Jalen Fields, hit his hands.
That's going to be a 1st and 10 for Hutto. Back in a moment. Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage.
Dragons not out of this one yet. Still hope. 5:48 left on the clock. See if they can get a stop here or some sort of turnover.
Chavez on the carry.
And that's
number
a way to do it
98
right there.
snuffs it out immediately. Evan Anders with the tackle.
It'll be 2nd and 9 for the Hippos. Dragons really need to contain and really try their best to get themselves the football back.
Good defensive play by Hutto. Right, they had double coverage on Dylan Yeager.
Ball was thrown a little high and just an unlucky tip up. That's how the game goes sometimes. So Hutto's going to try to take as much of the clock as they can. And they're going to run that
quarterback keeper
power, and he's going to get about 4 or 5.
That's going to bring up a 3rd and 4.
Big crucial 3rd down.
3rd and 3.
Dragons. Big crucial 3rd and short here for the Dragons.
Quarterback keeper, step back. He's going to have enough for a first down. Takes it up to the 40-yard line.
Couldn't keep contain over there.
10 yards picked up for Stefik on the carry. 1st and 10, Hutto from the 40. Chavez will step out of the game. It'll be number 23 in at running back, Josh Beckett.
Just hit under 4 minutes, 3:55 and ticking. Still time for the Dragons here to get a stop.
Handoff goes Beckett up the middle.
Shia Stickler squashes that one in the middle hole.
Great play by Shia Stickler.
Takes him to the line to gain.
Special thanks to Chris Neely, all sports photography down on the field.
Surprise.
Aaron, our camera, Melissa on the scoreboard, and of course the great Hank Oppel, class of 2024.
Dragons have 1 timeout left in the half.
We have a great one here, 33-25.
1 possession game.
3:07, clock is running.
And they're going to call a timeout.
And we'll take a timeout break here. Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big. You know, Hank, one of the things impressing me here is he's a dude. He's a dude. Number one, Jaden Field is a dude, and they've had him isolated numerous plays here on the top of your screen, and Zayden Johnson has been toe-to-toe with him.
Mm-hmm.
We saw it with Gray back in McNeil. Here we go. 2nd and 10 from the 40. Snap underway, quarterback keep. Oh, he's going to get drilled.
Immediately. And they're going to call a timeout.
And it's Luke Rodriguez with the big hit.
It'll be 3rd and long here for the Hippos with 2:57 left. Timeout by the Dragons. Coach Moore's trying to get all the clock he can. He's betting on this 3rd down stop here.
That's their third timeout.
Yep, he used 2
So
earlier.
we are out of timeouts for the Dragons. And we'll be back in a moment.
This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
And we're back. Scores around the area. Eastview trailing Cedar Park 31-28. Vandergrift 46 over Cedar Ridge 46-6.
Shout out Coach Thomas Gable in the chat of Gable Air Solutions, former Round Rock coach, and he will be dragged down.
Number 8, Shia Stickler is going to get him.
The first hit was Max Williams on there too. They're going to let the clock run down. It's going to be 4th and long.
They will have to run a play before the 2-minute warning.
So it looks like they're going to go ahead and run a play, 4th and long. Bet on themselves here.
This is a big defensive play here for your Dragons. Play
know.
clock's at 15, 14, 13, 2:27 on the clock.
Say I don't.
See if we can put that in picture.
They're running a ghost. Yeah, it looks like their coach is going to go ahead and call a timeout.
Can you turn that camera on and off?
And Hutto will take the timeout here with 2:16 left in the game.
So let's go through a couple of quick scores locally, thanks to Coach Gumby. So once again, like Cedar Park over Eastview, 31-28. It's all Vandergrift over Cedar Ridge, 46-6. Leander leading Chaparral, 49-6. McNeil up on Vista Ridge right now, 38-35. Shoemaker destroying Killeen, 49-0. Stony Point, 42. Manor, 14. And Midway is up on Temple, 27-7. Bowie and Dripping Springs are all knotted up at 21 apiece. The 6-0 Dripping Springs, that's a game to watch. And Weiss is leading Hayes 26-8.
And it looks like they will elect to go for it here.
4th down and 9. Snap is away. Ball is up.
Deep, and that ball is going to be...
Oh, great play. Holy smokes, he had him open.
That ball has hit the ground. That would be an incomplete pass. Turnover on down for the Dragons.
They had number 4 on the...
2:10 left.
Number on the wheelie route. Carson Fields was the intended receiver. And
great defense by Cade Zamora.
Cade Zamora closes the gap and knocks the ball away.
So there is life for this Dragon offense.
.210 left to play. It's going to be Dove Stickler at quarterback.
I think you got to start taking shots away from Fields. Try to get Barry the football.
Well, you got Daniel Barry isolated on the bottom of your screen, one-on-one coverage, and it looks like Fields is on him.
Rolled out.
Under pressure.
Dove's going to run away. He's going to tuck it and run. He's going to get out of bounds. Pushed out of bounds.
But he's going to take that ball to the 41-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 2. 2nd down and 8. Ball at the 41-yard line.
It's going to be a gain of 2 yards for the Dragons. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2:03 left on the clock. They will have the 2-minute warning play with. Interesting to see what the Dragons do here. Barry and Yeager up top with Carson Griffin down on the bottom.
Quick snap throw out to Yeager. Chop down. Oh, sorry. It's Mussey on the catch. Hit at the 50. Goes forward to the 49. That's enough for an Airco first down.
And they're the 2-minute warning will take place here.
And we'll be back in a minute.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
Hey Dragon Nation, Coach Moore here. Just wanted to extend an invitation to our first alumni golf tournament here at Patriot Ranch in Round Rock, Texas. The golf tournament will be on October 18th. If you would, register on roundrockfootball.com. Remember, this is the Dragon, always the Dragon.
And we're back here, fourth quarter action, 1:57 on the clock. Hank Apple, this is Bob Slocum on the call. Handoff, goes Cochran. He's going to barrel his way ahead.
And they're going to need to play hurry-up football here with 1:50 ticking.
They're going to mark him down at the 43-yard line. That'll bring up a second down and 5. They're saying 4 on the board officially. Dove passing on this one. Swing out to Cochran across the 40, tripped up and taken down at the 35.
We'll stop the clock until the chains do get set. Dragons are moving down the field with some force right now. Trying to get that big play into the end zone.
Back to pass again. Screen pass to Cochran.
Missed blocker.
Oh,
he's heads a tackle or two. They're going to keep the clock rolling here, saying he didn't go out of bounds.
That's the right call. That's the right call. They stopped him.
Say it looked like his shoulder hit inbounds before he went out.
2nd and 8. Ball at the 34-yard line. Minute 3, minute 2. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here. Back to pass.
And he's gonna
ball is up for Barry. He's got Barry open. Touchdown, Dragons!
Touchdown, baby! Another grown man catch. Wow, what a catch from Daniel Barry. Lighting up the scoreboard. That's 3 for that young man tonight.
Heck, you just go, man. That is awesome.
Now they need this 2-point conversion. Dragons fight hard every single day.
30.
Let the boy play. Jack off win of the game.
Dove Stickler.
What a play.
To Daniel Barry. Tight coverage, 39-yard touchdown. And I think Hank Apple has lost his mind. I love it.
Luke Miller, bang. Bang. 3-pointer, bang. And
Apple rolling to the right. Under pressure, puts it up.
Incomplete. Wow. That's still 51 seconds left on the clock, and we've seen them do stuff on the
onside.
We've
had a lot of
onside kicks.
And I'm just going to apologize now because I know I'm blowing out my mic, so we're going to cut it back a little bit.
I mean, what a game. What a game. 2 heavyweight teams in 25-6A going at it. I mean, this is what high school football should be right here. I mean, this really just shows you how up for grabs this district is.
Absolutely. And coming out, we can already say you're going to have Chavez, Fields, Owens, and Fournette. I already see them on the field coming out. You're going to go all hands team. Onside kick here, 51 seconds. And hate to say it, now all goes back to that. Was there 1 second on the clock, or was there not at the half?
I say it really comes down to that and those 2-point conversions we missed.
But of course, you can also say, right, Fields shredded us.
He did. You got to give respect where respect is due. I mean,
Irizarry with the onside kick attempt here.
and this is the Dragons' dreams right here.
Takes a good bounce up high.
He lets it go out of bounds. That's a smart move by Fields. That's smart.
It took the right bounce. Just
So now all Hutto has to do is kneel out the football. Hard-fought game for the Dragons. Obviously not the result we wanted. And, I mean, this Hutto team has proven that they're good. I mean, they have a really good offense, and I'm proud of our defense for holding them to what they did. I mean, offense did a really good job, scored 31 points. I mean, this gives me, obviously not the result we hope for, but this does give me hope for the rest of district that we're able to compete with a team like this. And this came down to a few plays, really a few plays that didn't go our way. Hey,
you got a D1 wide receiver who did a heck of a job, right? We made the adjustments. He was a lot quieter in the second half.
Obviously, yeah, a lot quieter, but I think also they were using him more as a decoy. They gave Chavez the ball a lot, and he was able to get those yards on the ground for him to set them up. And they were using Stefik, and they were running that quarterback power. And now the Hutto Hippos will be undefeated in district. The Dragons will go to a 3-4 record, 2 losses in district. Still in the playoff hunt. Hutto has cemented themselves as the number 1 seed. Still a tough schedule for the Dragons to go, and also Hutto. But like I said, this is really a toss-up district right now. I mean, it looks like everybody could beat everybody. I mean, but this is what happens when 2 heavyweight titans clash, and it comes down to those very few plays and those special teams. And you talk a lot about Bill Parcells, and you got to win all, like, you want to win 2, but great teams win all 3. And we just didn't win all 3 sides of the ball tonight. And, you know, there's some bad stuff on film, but there's also some good stuff on film we can take away from this. And this is a good Hutto team, and I'm sure they've got the taste in their mouth now. They've got that taste. It happened with Vista Ridge. We went on that streak of winning 3 straight games, and now we got that taste, that hunger in our mouth. And I think we're going to use that. I think we're going to turn it up